So I have a sick chicken here. This is Reese's Puff. She is not even a year old. We had a bit of an incident and she has swallowed a bug that is too big. That is too big for her to digest. So, in today's video we're going to talk about sour crop. What is it? Impacted crop is another name for it. What is it and how do you treat it? So, is your chicken looking kind of sad? When you pick it up, does its crop seem really full, kind of like a water balloon? Has your chicken been throwing up a lot recently? These are all symptoms and signs of something's wrong with your chicken, and majority of the time it is sour crop. So let's talk a bit about sour crop, what it is, what it looks like, and how to treat it. So firstly, I want to talk about what happened. So last night she didn't come to bed and I found her out underneath the porch deck, and I picked her up and she threw up all over the place. It smells very fermented, it's very bad, and so immediately my first thought is, well, she's got something stuck in there. The way chickens eat and the way their bodies work is they eat food, it goes through the beak down into the area to the right of her chest. It's called the crop. And so what happens is all the food will go down there and they'll eat grit. So this is why you also need to have oyster shells in your chicken coop. And but if you free range, they'll also pick up a bunch of rocks and stuff, and they'll eat that. It'll go into their crop and they'll start digesting. The crop does its work throughout the day and night, and it'll digest all the food so then it can pass through the rest of the chicken's body. And so what happens is if that crop gets lodged, clogged, if there's something in there that's just too big and they haven't eaten enough grit and it's not digesting properly, then we have an issue. Because once it gets clogged, all the food that she's continuing to eat will begin to just sit in there, lie in there, give her an upset stomach, and it'll become fermented, and sometimes, majority of the time, the chickens end up passing away. So if you don't catch this soon enough and you don't help them remove that blockage, something could happen to your chicken, and we don't want that to happen. So today we're going to talk about sour crop, and so that's what that looks like. Last night I picked her up, she threw up all over the place, and so what you want to do in that immediate sense, you want to start rubbing the crop, start massaging it super gently. And what you can do is the chicken will usually throw up, and that's not something that you really want to do all the time necessarily, but that is a way to get the foreign object out and to remove, the bad part of whatever's going on inside your body. You want to get that out. So take your chicken, you're going to hold her like this, and she's already thrown up a lot. We did get the big bug out, but this is just to show you the after results. So what you want to do is you just want to rub, and just keep massaging. And if you feel around in there, you should be able to feel the object. You should be able to feel what's going on. And so what we did last night was we just kept rubbing. And some people say flip the chicken over. I don't necessarily like to do that. If you're going to make them throw up, stretch their neck out a little bit. That way it's just easier for them to throw up, because sometimes they can actually drown on their own vomit, and that's just something that you don't really want to see. So if you're going to make them throw up, do it properly. She doesn't have really anything left in there to show you guys how to do that, so I'm not going to do that today. But yeah, massage your crop, try to find what's wrong, and try to get that out of there, or try to get it to pass through. And so it's June, it's the summer, the cicadas are very, very much around, and she ate a bug that was just too big for her. And so last night she threw it up, we got it out of there, but I think she's still just a little bit off. She still has an upset tummy. So I'm just going to show you guys what I did and what I am currently doing to try to get her back to normal health. So the reason she's all wet is I gave her a bath. She was a little bit stressed, and so I just wanted to relax her before she did this, and she's very relaxed. So I'm going to probably toss her back in the warm water after this. But the biggest thing that you want to watch for and you want to do for your chicken is massage it, lubricate it, and always have water on hand. So I have been syringe feeding this chicken some water just to make sure it gets it down. And what you want to do with the water, I just read this, 12 24 to 48 hours within finding out that your bird has sauerkraut and getting the object up. Do not allow them to have any food. Have fresh water on standby at all times. And, you know, that's just to make sure it washes all of the bad gunk out. And that way she's not putting more stuff in. So always have water on hand. If she's not drinking on her own, do it for her. Don't overdo it to the point where, you know, she drowns on it, but just enough that she's definitely getting a drink. Secondly, let's talk about lubricating. This is olive oil. And what I'm doing is I'm just administering this, not in large amounts, but enough that I know it makes it down her throat and it starts moving things around in there. Because if she's having a hard time still passing something, I want to make sure that whatever is in her crop is going to get out successfully. So you just want to open her beak, kind of pour that down. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of washing it back with a little bit of water. And then I know that she got that oil down. And so I'm hoping that that starts to move stuff around. So for the time being, while you have this sick chicken, till you start to see some improvement, don't have any food in their pen. Separate them in a not stressed area so she can just relax. She can drink water, start moving around and getting her strength back. It's like a big old tummy ache. She's got a lot of gas left in her and she's still trying to work it all out. And so just make sure you take care of them. Watch for flies. If there's any amount of sickness or signs of illness in a bird, other animals and creatures will pick up on that and they will start to attack. So watch for flies. It is the heat of summer, and the last thing you want is a bunch of larvae eating up your little sick hen. So be mindful of that. Keep her hydrated, keep her oiled up, and hopefully your chicken is better in no time. But if you have any questions about this whole process, or if there's anything different that's happening with your chicken, leave your questions and concerns in the comments down below, and I can try to answer that as quick as I can. But this is how you take care of a sick hen with sauerkraut. Thank you guys for watching. Pray she gets better soon. I'll see you guys in the next one.